Sheriff Ramsey recently bought KWPD 100 body cameras. The hope is that the cameras will bring more transparency to police use of force. Key West has received national attention in the heated debate over police brutality, a debate mostly fed by surprise cell phone videos exposing disturbing incidents, even in what we believe to be our little paradise. Last year, it was the arrest on South Beach of a man who died in police custody. Last week, it was the controversial tasing of an elderly man by Florida Highway Patrol officers off Key Largo. But there is probably no place in Key West where those body cameras are expected to be more significant than in the black neighborhood of Bahama Village. Here, the claim of public strip searches of black men was finally captured on tape.
I didn't know that the police could go in the middle of the street and go in your pants and check in your cavity in public. I didn't know they could do that. I got you. I seen them.
My gun to her face. Lady stayed the gun to my face and the others pointed the gun to her. And then she just stopped talking and she stopped.
We met 11-year-old Shania, who told us police officers had interrogated her at gunpoint when she was home alone.
The side window that's right here by me and the front window, they was pointing at all of them was surrounding the house with guns. So if I would like move, my dogs would bark, anything, I would have been dead.
So there was like a police officer with a gun pointing at you from every window and every door you could see.
This is a community meeting in Bahama Village where residents and police officers meet face-to-face once a month in an effort to discuss their differences.
There was like approximately 20 officers that had came within a very quick time frame. I mean, is there like a policy where when you're approaching someone's house to apprehend them or investigate? I mean, with so many officers, shouldn't at least one of those officers had some type of video showing me exiting? You know, because they're making allegations that I went at Officer Lady in an aggressive manner, which caused me to be, put on the ground the way I did, to suffer the injuries I've accumulated, thousands of dollars in medical bills because of this, and it was just a mistake. I mean, what I'm saying is there some type of video? Is there like a policy to where when you go to someone's house with so many officers, shouldn't one of those officers be recording the incident that occurred? I mean,
to answer your question, I just said we ordered 100 body cameras, and those cameras will be here soon. So in the future, once we get those cameras in and we train our police officers, hopefully every police officer will have a body camera, and that camera will go with the police officer. The challenge we have right now with the in-car cameras is the cameras in the police car, and you're only getting a video of what the police car is seeing and where the police car is positioned. So that's one of the downfalls of the camera in the car. Now with the body camera, hopefully what you're saying, that camera should go with the police officer, every police officer, and we should be getting a picture of what the police officer, as good as the picture is going to be, a picture of what the police officer is seeing and hearing at that particular time. So, but we don't have that capability right now.
What the chief doesn't mention is that every officer already carries a taser device, which has independent audio-visual recording capability. But the policies don't require the officers to use them. It might take more than body cameras to solve trust issues in the village. This is the only footage showing LaQuentin's arrest. He claims he was injured by officers' excessive use of force. Officers claim he lunged at Officer Leahy, but there is no recording of the takedown. This is his story. It's 1:34 a.m. Officer Hammers is chasing a scooter the wrong way down a one-way street in Bahama Village. On his police radio, he describes the suspect as a black man wearing a white hat, a red hoodie, and a pair of jeans.
Black Honda, he's wearing a red hoodie and a white hat, black male, jeans, no lights on the rear.
Same description of the suspect, red hoodie, white hat, and jeans, is recorded at the station and is passed on to other on-duty officers. Some 10 police officers would ultimately report to the area. They immediately locate the abandoned scooter, but the man they end up tackling on the porch of his house is wearing a white t-shirt, light gray shorts, and at the time he is sporting a Jamaican beanie with faux dreads, which is completely different from the initial description: red hoodie, white hat, and jeans. By the time LaQuentin is shackled to an ambulance bed, the description of the man they were chasing has mysteriously changed from wearing a white hat to wearing a red, green, and yellow Jamaican beanie with fake dreadlocks. And if there was any doubt on the issue of mistaken identity, the next day, the owner of the scooter, Cynthia Hickson, wrote this note: "To whom it may concern, I, Cynthia Hickson, solemnly swear that it was not LaQuentin Cade that took my moped. Police mistakenly arrested LaQuentin Cade." Cade has now been in jail for nearly 2 months on felony charges of fleeing and eluding the police. Are these 100 body cameras going to help humanize police work? This is the image of the modern police officer, peddled by a maker of body cameras. Some believe that without an effort to value de-escalation and smarter ways to get the bad guys, officers will continue to stretch the limits of reasonable force and to use their recording devices only when it suits them. This footage raises more questions about some officers' willingness to have their work captured on video. Here, Key West officers are dealing with a domestic dispute on Flagler Avenue. As officers attempt to calm down a woman, her boyfriend rises to join in the argument, and one officer attempts to intercept him. Is it just us, or does it seem that as soon as the arrest turns into a fistfight, the other officer throws the woman in front of the dash cam? Doesn't he appear to be checking back and forth from the camera to the action on the ground, as though he wanted to be sure the camera was obstructed?
Let's say a police officer checks in and he puts his camera on. It's on. I figure it's going to be like on his body, and he'll be looking out at the people he talks to. Will it be on, or can he shut it off?
They have to turn the camera on and off every time.
They have to turn it on.
Yeah, there's no way that there's nothing, it's not, the good thing about an in-car camera is that you can turn the lights on, the camera starts activating. With this body camera, you're going to have to turn this thing on every time you want to start recording. Police officers have to turn it on every time and turn it off every time.
Right. So would it be advised by the police department to tell the police officers that if you're going to a man's house and you think that something's fishy, call it what you will, put your camera on,
Well, we're going to develop a policy that tells
Exactly.
them when they have to turn their camera on, and they can turn it off.
Will that be
All of
public
that.
policy?
All of our policies are public.
Great.